Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Lotro with me, Valfelion. So once again we are at Grimbold's camp and he's now going to send us off to Dol Baran, which is the great big hill covered in heather to the southwest. So if we accept this quest, the Dunlendings are testing our resolve to hold Dol Baran, the great hill to the west, but they underestimate us. We must hold that position or we will be blind to the approach of their main force when it marches out of Wolf's Cleft. If that happens, we may have to pull back across the ford without a fight. Aid my men by the fortifications, and hold off the Dunlendings. If we can force them to give up on Dol Baran and march their army past it, we will have a critical advantage in the battle to come. So we have to defeat 12 warriors. So we'll take that. The only other quest he's got is the epic, which we're just leaving for now. So if we mount up, and we head outside, and we're basically going all about this great big hill over here, covered in the lovely purple flowers, which were one of the earlier cases where they've actually put in loads of frilly objects to jazz up the landscape, whereas these days they've kind of gone back over all the old regions and added in all these frills. So like all these little bits of grass and bushes that you see everywhere these days that don't render in until late. I mean, like if we look at the top of this hill now, that looks pretty bald. Obviously, as you see me riding towards it, you can see all these bushes spawning in the foreground. You know, it's bare over there, just to make things look a bit better. And we can actually see as well, as we ride through it, the little bushes react to us riding past as well, which is pretty cool. But we also get those kind of effects in the water as well. But it needs, I'm not sure if it's DirectX 11 or whatever. It's one of the newer ones anyway. That Lotro supports at least. So here we are then. So Dol Baran. So we have loads of people that could be either stood around or they're going to run at the barricades where these guys are at. Now I'm not sure if I can get credit for this one. Yes I can, since he's already dead. We need to defeat Dunlending warriors and only Dunlending warriors. Now this chap over here has also got some more quest rings. So we'll just help this boy with the dog. We'll come over here. So these guys, like your skirmish soldiers, they're going to have little indicators underneath them to indicate how well they're doing. So the one we just helped, his bar was yellow because he was, you know, substantially injured, but still alright. There's another player up here. So we have two quests: Bravely Fallen and Minding the Fort. The Dunlendings have been attacking our positions for nearly 3 days. Not in any great numbers, but in small bands, attacking and withdrawing, then sending fresh men into the fray. My own men are exhausted, and have been caught away from our fortifications, suffering serious injuries. The Dunlendings have let them lie where they fell, hoping to draw us out. If you could find some way to rescue my fallen men, I would be indebted to you, for we are sorely put upon. So we need to rescue 4 Rohirrim. Minding the fort. The Dunlendings are testing our resolve to hold Dol Baran, but they underestimate us. We must hold this position, or we will be blind to the approach of their main force when it marches out of Wolf's Cleft. If that happens, Grimbold will have to pull us back across the ford without a fight. Aid my men by the fortifications and hold off the Dunlendings. If we can force them to give up on Dol Baran and march an army past us, we will have a critical advantage in the battle to come. So maintain the high ground, basically, is what we're at. So if we come back over this way, now we need to douse fortifications. We need 5 of them. Okay, so it doesn't have to be literally bit. Get off that. That's mine, sir. You were over the other side of town. That's why I came over this side. So we need to kill any Dunlendings. They should count as Dunlending warriors. They don't have to literally be called Dunlending warrior, judging by our previous kill. Although that one doesn't count. I don't know why. Well, you're stood right next to the NPC I want to rescue, so we'll have to kill you. Maybe it's only the ones that are actively going for the barricades. So, you came! I thought I would die out here. Rescue him. So these ones should count. That soldier over there is getting pretty crapped upon. Go on, pull over here. Come on. AoE. Save the Rohirrim! Yeah, all these guys are counting, so... there we go. He lives to fight another day. There's a couple of NPCs walking up the hill, which are probably going to be the ones that are going to count. Let's gather some of you up. you could come as well. There we go, another 5. That might not count as 5 though, we'll see. Murder, murder, murder. There we go. So the injured Rohirrim that I actually freed, he had to run himself back into town, and he didn't count until he actually arrived back in town. You're a sight for sore eyes. Sore eyes, and make no mistake. Alright, dog, come over here, because otherwise you're going to attack him. So I can't actually interact with this guy while the other one's walking, apparently. Which is interesting. So we have to let him wander over. And might as well attack a few more guys, I guess. I shall not die at your hands, elf. Leave him alone. He's trying to walk home. But yeah, as soon as he gets behind these barricades, he should count as safely making it back home. Come on, all of you guys, come with me. Come with me, come with me. And you, because you're about to run past. Gather round, my injured Rohirrim friend. Where is he? He's just gone past the barricades there. We might need to walk up to the commander. Just to tell him he's reported back home. So there he is, just reaching the commander. There we go, he's counted, so we can pick up another one now. Rescue him. So we need to escort him back. Is it 4 of these guys we needed to rescue in total? We'll continue to kill some people in the meantime. Don't fight him. Carry on walking. I've got this, my friend. There we go. So while he's walking back, hopefully no one will gank him from behind. And we can just find a couple of barricades to douse and put the fires out. So we need 5 in total. They will spontaneously light up around the fortifications. So that'd be 3 of 5. Then we've got one over the east side, or west side actually, because I'm looking the wrong way. And something is shiny over there. What is it? Well, here's the Rohirrim, but I can't interact with him until the other one gets back. Leave him alone! He's trying to go home. He has injured his leg or something. I don't know why if he can walk home now, he should have been able to walk home anyway, but whatever. Let's just leave him be. Oh, you're already dead, sir. I'll come to your aid. Rohan's supposed to answer the call for aid, not need aid itself. So murder these 2. Right, the other one's arrived. Yep, need one more. This guy over here should do. There we go. Right. Grab one last one. Can we get him without aggroing anybody? You're going to run straight for that guy. I know it. I know you are. Don't you dare. Come on. Leave him alone. Right. Fantastic. So while he's casually walking back, assuming we don't get ganked from behind, this week's store coupon code is actually something that's quite nice that you might want to actually get your hands on. So if you were to open up your Lotto store and you were to go to redeem code and you were to type in skill n slay, like so, then that will give you a 90-minute skill and class steed accelerator tome, which is where in my bag? I'm blind and I can't see it. There it is. One of these. No, don't type the letter H. Damn it. I want to open up a. Oh god, damn it! Stop it! I know where you are now. There we go. These are quite nice. So for 90 minutes, and it doesn't run while you logged out. If you log out, you've got 45 minutes. Next time you log in that character, you still have 45 minutes. But it just means any slayer deeds you do are accelerated to double speed. So each kill counts as 2 kills. And your class skill deeds are accelerated by 2 as well. So every time you use a class skill, it counts as 2 instead of 1. And it also unlocks your daily limits for your class deeds. Normally it's like a limit of about 10% of your maximum total. So if you need to use a certain skill 200 times, normally your daily cap would be 20. There are exceptions to that rule, but generally it's always 10%. Unless it's a really low total. But that means you can do unlimited numbers while the slayer deed's active. The daily limit doesn't apply. So these are very nice to have. They do come on rotation for the weekly coupon codes from time to time. Unlike some items where it's just a useless potion or, you know, something like that. Some sort of skirmish mark acceleration tome or something like that you probably don't really care about. This is something you really should do. But that should be in the store till the end of the week, which is... what day would that be? I don't know off the top of my head. I can't do mental maths. But pretty much the end of September, really. It would change over Thursday night or Friday. So if we hand in these to the guy anyway, get rid of that tooltip. I saw you return with a number of our injured warriors to our lines. Your valour speaks well of you. Well fought out there, but I fear these attacks are just a prelude to a larger assault. If they were going to give up so easily, they would have done so by now. Be on your guard, Pendulous. I actually need to get one more barricade, which I missed. So we go and put that out. And come back over here to hand that last one into this boy. Well fought out there, but I fear these attacks are just a prelude to a larger assault. If they were going to give up so easily, they would have done so by now. Be on your guard, Pendulous. And then we have another quest. The Battle of Dol Boran. The Dunlendings are preparing to attack the summit of Dol Boran in force, Pendulous. Should they gain this ground, we will lose the vantage to observe their army as it marches from Wolf's Cleft, and our forces at the ford of Eisen will be perilously vulnerable. We must hold off this assault. So accept this. We'll now go into a quest instance.
The Dunlending armies unleash an attack upon the Rohirrim, holding Dol Boran, hoping to dislodge them from the high ground. But the Horse Lords are prepared to defend their position with their lives.
So, Grimbold has decided to join us, along with the commander, Phaon. So we've got a couple guys defending the barricades. The barricades are still on fire. Hey, come there. Hey, they come, Pendulous. We must hold this position against the Dunlendings. Stand ready, my countrymen. The barbarians approach. So they're going to assault the barricades from all lines. We need to defend Grimbold. We need to destroy Dunlending barriers and defeat the Dunlending chieftain. So, if we head out, because we can let them defend this. So the banners that we need to defeat are these ones here with these little stag banners. Which is curious, because the stag clan were cool dudes. So why have you got a stag banner? It is a stag, isn't it? Or is it just a really gnarled tree? Who knows? But yeah, we need to burn these. So we have to just pay attention to the guys at the barricades. If they're all grouped together, they should be able to comfortably defeat the Dunlendings as they are there. They're all green health still, which is fantastic. In the meantime, we need to get rid of the banners. So if we wander around, I think all the banners are guarded by one soldier just stood next to it defending it. So if you're unsure where they are, have a look on your mini-map and you should be able to see some red dots where there should be something. Unless of course you are over leveled, in which case the red dots won't show, in which case you'll just have to run around. But it's pretty much scattered around the perimeter. So there's two. So those guys are attacking over the far side. They should be okay. We've got some more attacking this side. There goes another banner here. I think my friend should be okay. Who's that? Nearly dead. It's a generic soldier, so we don't care too much. I've just dragged something off my skill bars. Wonderful. So obviously, it doesn't matter if a generic soldier dies, but the more generic soldiers die, the harder it's going to be for everyone who's still left alive. So just be aware of that, and I think we're going to do a drive-by and just assist our friends here. Maybe figure out what skill we actually dragged off of our skill bars. Which one would it have been in? It's not Rend, Blade Storm. That probably looks like it was the one. So Grimbold's over here. Grimbold's doing fine. The commander's doing fine, but the eastern flanks, sorry, the western flank. Always looking the wrong way on the map. I'm always looking south and assuming it's north. Your kind is not welcome here to Vordiard. Curse you, elf. There we go, murder you. It's the last one behind this rock. I can never remember. There's always one. Oh, it was there. I swear that was not there before. Okay, we can confirm this in the video before. I swear to God that was not lit up, and that we only had this torch. I might be wrong. There was certainly no one defending it. I'm sure of that. because I thought it was going to be over here, but then we went over there instead. But it's actually it's not literally where there's every location there's a torch, because there's a torch over by that rock. But that's probably because we're going to have something else on that rock in a moment. Something which looks awfully familiar, which yeah, we'll see in a moment. So we need to defeat the Dunlending Chieftain. He is the guy who is just casually strolling down the centre at the moment. Rurud. Casually strolling in like a boss. I'm not sure what he's holding. Is that like a really skinny club? But we're going to have to deal with that. So everyone should pretty much jump on him and start attacking him. He will have quite a bit of morale, on the basis that a load of Rohirrim NPCs are going to be bashing him in the face. Actually, no, he's only got 17k. I thought he had more like about 80k or something, but apparently not. Well fought. It is a grim night, but it is ours nonetheless. Oh, we're not quite at that point yet, Grimbold. There's still some Dunlendings literally stood behind you that you could just help us out with if you felt like it, rather than just standing there with a ring above your head. So let's speak to him. Well done, Pendulous. Our losses were great, but we held out against the foe. It will take them time to recover, and by that time, we should have reinforcements. So now I need to see to the dead. Well, we are now being taken outside of the instance, or face into another instance. There we go. The Dunlendings have fallen back, sir. We have driven them off. The day is ours, yes, but at a cost. We must see to the honour of our fallen comrades. Wander, wander, wander. There's obviously a lot of corpses, both Rohirrim and Dunlending alike. Offer them a parley, but I don't... Wait. What is this unearthly chill? Dun dun dun. Hello, sir. Some dread apparition is upon us. Beware! It is a fell-riding Nazgul, a servant of the enemy. Stand fast.
Put down your weapons, fools. Were I here for you, they would not avail.
I'm going to suffer from this voice.
But the living are of no import to me. I am here to claim the fallen.
You are a carrion beast born of darkness. The men of Rohan shall not be yours.
Enough. You may waste your time in meaningless rites of honor, but Mordor still has use for the dead.
The Dunlendings, what is he doing?
Farewell, horse lords. Your time comes soon enough.
He has taken the Dunlendings. Yet our own men remain. This bodes ill. The strength of Mordor has grown great already. Think no more of it. This is not a matter for men. We have our own fallen to see to, and we must be about it. So yeah, he's eaten all the Dunlending corpses, but kindly left the men of Rohan. So that's a plus. This battle is over for the time being. I do not expect the Dunlendings will be ready to muster another assault upon Dol Baran until their main force moves out of Wolf's Cleft. And for that, we shall have sufficient warning to gauge their thrust. Let us hope that that is enough. So there we go, so we're back outside. We can now talk to the captain where... Oh, well, hello. Reinforcements have arrived. You have our thanks, Pendulous. With this battle, we have broken the strength of the Dunlending skirmishing force. Soon they will likely move against us in much greater force than from Wolf's Cleft. But in doing so, they will show their hand, and we will be prepared for them. So we can have an earring, we can have a bracelet, or we can have a nice tunic. We've seen that cosmetic before. Oh, there was one other thing. One of my men spotted a dwarf heading into a cave northeast of here. We think that that may be where the orcs around here have been coming from, but we haven't been able to spare any men to check it out. You may want to take a look around. So, we have to find some sign of Ondor, because he's the only dwarf that we know in these parts. But that's going to take us to the northeast, north of Grimbold's camp, where we found the entrance to the Pit of Iron previously, when we were killing some orcs. But I think we'll save that for another video, because that's probably going to be a whole video, if not more than one in itself. So we'll leave that there, and next episode we'll go to the Pit of Iron. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and until next time, I will see you guys later.